The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
The last bastion of real good fun on the radio is right here on the Local Show.
It definitely the last bastion.
570 WSYR 106.9 FM, and I think it's all because of Steve. We have
so full of garbage.
There's Ronald McDonald and Steve.
Yeah, right.
And,
right.
Oh, and Bozo would be in there.
Yeah. Tom's golden lungs.
You got a whole good crew.
People listen to me on the radio for my looks, Tom. You got this. You got the voice.
Clowning around. We're broadcasting from the Zoe Advertising Studio, sponsored by Victory in Motion. It's the home of knee repair, not knee replacement, and you can see us on YouTube, and that's where all the fun and frivolity happens.
That's true. And if you need your knee fixed, by golly, call Dr. Petropoli out there. Look at that, 685-7544. They told you need a new knee. You might not need a new knee.
Would you rather have a couple of injections, or would you rather a full surgery where they rip your knee out and put a plastic one in?
I love the way you say that.
To me, I'm going the other way.
Let's go the other way. I'm good with that.
Right. All right. Well, we've got somebody here that is a longtime person on the show, and we love having him. It's John Tumino. He's the executive director of In My Father's Kitchen. They put that in the spreadsheet this time. Usually I say you're the co-founder.
That's right. Well, I have the co-founder with
you. Yes,
that's right.
But executive director, I don't know.
Yes.
But you brought a very attractive young woman with you.
Yes.
I'm going to assume she's your wife.
Yes. This is Leigh-Ann.
Leigh-Ann.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi, Leigh-Ann.
Co-founder.
Yes. Oh, geez. Yes. And we got to get your mic up there too. So Leigh-Ann, how long have you guys been married?
28 years.
Yeah, 28.
Yeah.
28. You had to think about it, Leigh-Ann.
Yeah, I did. I had to think about it.
I'm a good boy.
What's your birthday? Quick.
66.
Oh, golly. That's something else. Well, it's good to see you, Leigh-Ann.
Thank you.
He often talks about you, but, we didn't know whether you really existed.
Yeah.
But I'm glad. Where did you guys meet? Were you both from Syracuse? Or?
No, I'm actually from Denver, Colorado.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We met at church.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Okay.
she was the children's pastor at the time, and I was green behind the ears, just coming into the faith. And and we met at church, and
he tried to tell me how to put out my bake sale goods.
Oh, yeah.
she gave me a look like, be quiet.
Yeah.
And that's when we
and it was love.
He's got that culinary background.
Yeah. He was like, but I own a restaurant. Yeah. You're like, shut up.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in town, Leigh-Ann?
I've actually been in Syracuse longer than I lived in Colorado.
Oh, okay.
So, but I still call Colorado home.
Well, what brought you here? That's curious.
I actually, a friend of mine who I went to Bible school with called and said they needed help with their children's ministry at the church he was at. I came to help them. And when I got here, I just ended up staying.
Yeah, well,
1991.
Yeah.
That's back there.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So now, when you say you're co-founders, you talked, and John has talked before about his epiphany and then meeting the guy on the street and saying he's not invisible and all that. So how did you both co-found? Like, did you come home and say, hey, Leigh-Ann, I got this great idea. Let's go for it.
You want to answer that?
Well, I think that, a good couple has strengths and weaknesses, and you cover each other's.
Yes.
And John is very good in public and speaking to people, and I'm very good at the administrative, all the accounting, all of that stuff in the back of the house. I feel more comfortable behind the scenes than I do up front.
So what you're saying is John doesn't even know where his car keys are right now.
That's not true.
No, but she, like she said, that's perfect. Like we complement each other.
Yes,
so it's like you're good by yourself, but you're better together.
Yeah,
and that's
makes us stronger.
You had the epiphany. Did you come home and say, "Hey, honey, guess what?"
Yeah. Well, we thought I shared with you guys before. We thought we were going to Central America.
Right.
I didn't know
to do
that.
In My Father's Kitchen in Costa Rica. We did 3 trips down there, and then I had that encounter with that gentleman, and we felt like God was telling us it's not Costa Rica. And then that moment happened that we talked about.
Right. Okay.
And when I went home, I'm like, Leigh-Ann, I think this is what we're supposed to do.
So in case somebody missed the bus, tell everybody what In My Father's Kitchen is.
Yeah, so we do direct street outreach to the chronically homeless in Central New York. That's what does that mean? That means we go out to them where they're located, living under bridges, abandoned houses, in the woods somewhere. We're bringing lunch, we're bringing supplies, we're bringing medicine now with a doctor, and we're bringing connections to get them out of that situation to housing, to treatment centers, getting on their mental health medication. So we bring all that. We do a lot of advocacy.
And that's just one thing that we do. We also have we have 3 branches.
Yes.
Then we have the Higher Ground program, which does work with panhandlers, offering them a chance to work for 5 hours, and then we pay them $50 afterwards.
Oh, no kidding.
And then we just started a program for women, homeless women, who are experiencing trauma being homeless and sexual exploitation. And we're bringing them into our office at 501 Holly on Friday mornings and ministering to them using music and art therapy and teaching them with cognitive behavioral therapy about how to get unstuck from trauma.
And you've helped some people get unstuck. You keep track of these things. How many people have you helped get unstuck?
Yeah, so we've helped 408 people now transition from the streets to housing over the last 14 years.
Yeah.
And success looks different for each one of them. The ones that have the greatest success are the ones that have added that spiritual component to their lives.
Sure.
And then their lives have totally transformed, reunited with their families. Kevin, that works for us now, we met 10 years ago under a bridge, and now he's one of our staffers, reunited with his family, going to church, and being a light to everyone else that it's possible to get out of that situation.
Right. So, Leigh-Ann, you had mentioned a couple. Was there a third thing?
It was the street outreach, Higher Ground, and then Restore outreach to women.
Gotcha. So you have all that going on.
And that's all on our website if people want to check it out, myfatherskitchen.org.
Okay, there's some kind of parade coming on. You got something to do with that?
Yeah, I got green on today because for people watching online, so there's a parade, St. Patrick's Day parade is March 15th. We're asking people to come join us and march with us in the parade. It's really fun. I looked at the weather. It's going to be in the 50s that day, so it's going to be a warmer day. Come on, go visit our website on our event page, and you can find out all the information on how to connect with us and march with us. Wear your green and let's celebrate together. My birthday is St. Patrick's Day too. So.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Now, how old will you be?
I'm going to be 60, the big 60. I'm in the club, Tom.
I'm 61 this weekend.
I'm in the club, baby. Are you in the club?
Yeah. Well, he's 62.
All right, we're
in the club.
We're 60, 61, and 62.
That's
Look
right.
at that.
Leigh-Ann's still 21. So.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, will you be taking bottles of your sauce and throwing them?
No, Leigh-Ann bought a lot of candy that we're going to be throwing out. So we have a lot of candy to supply to people who come with us to kind of hand it out to the kids on the side of the streets.
But you do have a product component, and sauce is one of them.
Yeah, so we have a taste and see pasta sauce, the sauce that saves, and it's in all of our local Wegmans here in Central New York, as well as specialty shops. We'll also deliver it to your front door. You can find out more about that on our website as well.
Good.
Go to the taste and see tab, and you'll see all our products.
How's it taste?
Tastes
awesome. So good.
Well, why don't you taste and see?
I did.
That's right.
Yeah.
He did. He keeps telling me to bring sauce for our things that we want to talk about, and he keeps asking me to bring more.
You really?
I'm like, what happened to that last
The
year?
label was crooked, so I needed another one.
That's right.
Yeah. Now the weather. We're not out of the woods yet with the weather. Now in Syracuse, you can always count on bad weather.
Yeah.
So it's the worst place to be homeless.
Yes,
and
most
the
definitely.
worst place to panhandle.
Yes.
It's just not good.
But
for
we're
the weather.
transitioning out. Thank God today. It's 50 degrees right now,
You
and things are. But what happens is we know we're going to get a dip, so these guys will get tricked into thinking, oh, we're made it out of it.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's 20 degrees again, right?
Sure.
So.
Is there anything else that you want to cover that we might be missing?
Just if you're listening and you want to connect with us, visit on our website. We're taking donations of clothing all the time. So if you're wanting to give us some things now gearing towards springtime, it can be gently used sneakers, shorts, T-shirts, jeans. We're your person to give them to, and we'll hand them out. We'll be your hands extended into the community.
InMyFathersKitchen.org.
That's right.
All right.
That's us.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
All right.